Hey guys, Dean here. Today we're back for another mod showcase, but today we'll be reviewing the mod Goodnight Sleep. This mod adds two brand new dimensions which are light and dark. So one is the nightmare and one is the dream. So when you're asleep and you have a nightmare, you definitely don't want to keep having a bad dream, right? But when we get teleported into this dark realm, this is the nightmare which you can't really stop. So we're going to be exploring that, okay? Each dreamland is accessed via a pretty special and unique way that you're probably not used to in most dimension mods. Usually you have to jump through some kind of colored portal made out of certain blocks, but this one we actually use some special beds. So when we go to sleep in these special beds, we get teleported to a brand new dream world. So let's take a look at these items, right? There's some new beds here. So the first one is the luxurious bed, which when we look at it is crafted from the strange bed with a positive gem, which is made from the block of positive, which is made from positive gems. Then we also have the wretched bed, which is a strange bed with a negative gem. And then we also have the strange bed itself. So this requires you to find what's called hope mushrooms and despair mushrooms, both of these which rarely spawn underground in the world and more commonly in the nether. So that's the best ways to find these mushrooms. Basically, both of these are used to craft this strange bed item, which will teleport us at random to one of the dimensions. Of course, these two beds, the wretched bed and the luxurious bed, allow you to teleport to a specific one of the two dimensions on demand. So if we use the luxurious bed, we go to the positive dream dimension, which is the good dream, and if we use the wretched bed, we get teleported to the nightmare. But I like things to be spontaneous, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to use the strange bed and we're going to do a lucky dip. What we can do is use this bed and hope for the best. Now we can craft this with the two mushrooms with any colored bed, okay, and after a period of time you'll wake up at the bed where you started. So this is on a 20-minute timer. Now if we die in any of these dimensions just before we go to them, you will respawn at your bed too. So this is a key thing to actually realize. Oh, okay, right. So we're actually really lucky the first time. So we went in the bed and we got teleported straight to the good dream. So we got an achievement here, rainbows and unicorns, have a good dream. Well, that's pretty cool. The good dream is basically the peaceful and happy dimension in this mod. It's not the nightmare. You probably clicked on the video for the nightmare. You probably wanted bad dreams, but rest assured, first of all, we're going to have a look at the great dimension, which is the good dream. Now, this is a peaceful and happy dimension, and there's pretty cool range of creatures in here we can find, from unicorns to baby creatures, which I will show you later. And by baby creatures, I mean specifically baby creepers, which you would think would be bad, but I guess it's a good dream, so hopefully they won't hurt us. And also in this place, there's candy literally everywhere. I'm not sure what these crops are, but these look pretty cool. And as you can see, we have a few different wood types, so I'm just going to break some of these to show you. We have white logs. Then over here, we have these blue logs over here, which are probably going to be called, oh, not blue logs, dream logs. So we have a few different tree types. We have these flowers over here, lollipop bushes, which we can just place. Unfortunately, we can't eat those, but that's what it means when there's candy everywhere. There's candy plants. There's this new grass turf, which is dream dirt and dream grass, which looks super cool. And then if we hop, skip and jump over here and do a little bit of parkour and trees, you can see there is cave mouths here which lead underground, which does actually have some special ores in here. So if I just give myself a diamond pickaxe for an example, so we can actually mine some of this stuff, you can see this is candy, so it's literally mineable candy, which is really cool. So I guess this is candy ore. And we can eat this candy, and I think it heals. It probably doesn't heal much hunger. Like, it probably gives you like half a hunger bar each one or something. But you can mine quite a lot of it because it spawns in dense, compact veins. And if we jump over here, you can see these huge big trees in the open, right? These just look like mushrooms, but I'm guessing these are some kind of candy trees. Just like mycelium and mushroom blocks, we can't actually mine it just by punching it. We're in the Good Dreams Plains, and this is a hope mushroom block. So those hope mushrooms, which I told you to get to craft that bed, you can also find them in the Good Dream dimension. Ooh, wait, we have some mobs over here. I think these are normal cows. I think, yeah, normal cows do spawn here, so I guess normal mobs spawn here. And these are the unicorns we were talking about. If we attack the unicorn, it doesn't even attack us back. That's how nice they are. Nothing in this place is going to threaten you. Nothing's going to turn it into a bad dream. Even the cows are not hostile. I would probably bet that if they had cows in the nightmare dimension, they'd probably just try and kill you. That would actually be pretty funny. Can we even kill? Oh, okay, we can. Unfortunately, I've turned the good dream into a nightmare. We have these candy creepers. Just look at this place. This place is actually really cool. Like, it is actually a very beautiful dimension. I'm interested to see how the nightmare looks. Apparently, the good dream is more overly developed, so there's a lot more work done on this so far. But I think the nightmare realm should be pretty cool. Now, the kind of hint is that the nightmare uses a picture of Herobrine, although I'm not sure if Herobrine's actually in the mod, but we shall see momentarily later in the video. Let's just switch game mode and let's see these baby creepers. So we have baby creeper spawn eggs. So let's spawn some of these guys. They all look the same. One part of them is purple. I don't know why they're purple. They have like baby caps on them and then baby shorts or trousers. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks kind of cute and super cool. I'm unsure where these guys spawn, but these are so cool. So let's just double check that, okay? If we go in survival mode. Oh. Huh. So they do blow up, they just don't do any damage. Okay, that's good. So I thought my day was going to be ruined there. What if we trigger them next to a pig? Is it going to hurt the pig? Okay. Yeah, baby creepers are literally harmless. I guess they haven't grown up. They probably haven't developed like gunpowder or some kind of fuse that actually does damage. I'm not sure how the whole creeper anatomy works. I don't think Mojang's ever explained that, so it doesn't really make any sense. Wait, there's a new tree type here. Wait, is this dream logs as well? I guess this is just a bigger tree. Let's break this. Okay, yeah, this is dream logs. Oh, and there's actually lakes and open water reservoirs here. Hey, that looks so nice. We can just go for a swim in the water. Now, over here, if you see, it looks like cherry blossom trees. I'm not sure what this biome is. I will spawn our compass over here, and then what we can do is we can sort it by the mod. So, in Good Night Sleep, let's go to the Dreamy Forest. So, this biome we've been in, this is what's called the Dreamy Forest, which is pretty cool. And this open area over here, as you can see, this is the Good Night Plains, or Good Dream Plains. So, this is the Good Dream Plains, which is this really open area. I like this because there's not many trees here, so it's an open landscape. This would make some pretty perfect screenshots. And then we have Lollipop Lands. Let's teleport to that. So the Lollipop Lands is where we had all these trees. I guess these are lollipop trees. I'm not sure what the wood is. I think we mined this wood. I don't know. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the white logs we broke before. But these are lollipop trees, so perhaps if we break enough of these leaves, will we get like some kind of sweets or candy from them? I guess they don't drop any sweets or candy. I thought maybe they would drop candy just like normal leaves sometimes drop apples, but apparently not. Oh, wait. Oh, they do drop something. Okay. They drop sticks just at a very low frequency. So I think we've done everything. What about Sleepy Hills? Sleepy Hills are just where we have a little bit of terrain here. Let's take a look at some of the cool blocks from this mod that I'm just going to spawn, just so you can kind of take a look at some of these and see an idea of what you can kind of expect. So we have a block of candy over here. This is hard candy. Then we have a rainbow block and a block of postatite and a pot of gold. This is super cool because it actually has a rainbow which goes up in the sky. That's actually really cool. We'll see if we can mine these right after. Then we have a present over here and we'll go in survival mode. Let's see if we can mine these. So the present drops an item. I got some redstone dust. What a treat, I guess. And the pot of gold, if we right click on it, I don't know if it does anything. I think the pot of gold gave me the regeneration. I'm not sure. The postatite breaks down into the block. The rainbow block gives us the block back. Okay, so we just get the blocks on those. Then we have a few sets of tools and armor. We have the postatite tools, which was from that block I showed you, and the rainbow ones. We have the necrum shovel and tool set, and the candy set, which looks particularly cool. I'm going to spawn that one because I just like the look of that. Let's see what it looks like on a player. Okay, we have the candy set here. I really do like the look of that. It really blends into this dimension. So these are some of the craftables. We could also press R on them, and you can see we craft this out of those hard candy blocks, which I showed you. And we use postatite gems for the postatite set, and blocks of necrum, which is this kind of rotting material we make it out of. And then I guess the nightmare dimension has this black set. I'm pretty sure this is where they're from, right? It kind of makes sense. So we use these Zytrite ingots to make this Zytrite set, and this gives us an achievement, really edgy, craft a Zytrite sword. So I guess this is pretty powerful. It has some pretty decent stats, and it's the same for this armor set. So I'm going to put on the candy set because the candy set just looks like the postatite set, but it just looks cooler. These are kind of just typically just recolors, so they don't really look that much different apart from this candy set, which I particularly like. That's just like a little bit of a close-up. And then a few items over here, which are mostly just materials, as you can see. All of these items, which I mostly showed you. And you can also make soups out of some of these items. Like you can see wretched and luxurious soup. And then we have the unicorn and the baby creeper mob. So there's only 2 mobs in the good dimension. And there's also the tormentor and giant. I don't know if the giant's in the good dream dimension. It might be in the nightmare dimension. So I think there's 2 mobs per dimension. I'm not 100% sure. Now we've explored this dimension and all the biomes, let's check out the other dimension, which might be a little bit more dangerous. I guess we would just use the wretched bed, right? And now we've spawned back in the normal world. So let's use the wretched bed, and now we're spawned inside the nightmare dimension. So this is kind of like the dark and gloomy dimension. This is a dimension where every single hostile mob in the game can be found. And the reason why you should be scared of this place is, first of all, we've spawned and we can see leafless trees, which basically just indicates that the world's cursed and Herobrine's somewhere amongst this wretched forest. That's pretty scary, especially when everything's on fire. We're literally in like Herobrine's domain. And also there's zombie pigmen everywhere, or zombie already piglins now. So that's not a good sight. So that's already a massive red flag already. And there's ravines here, which is even more frightening when there's like netherrack inside the ravines. In survival mode, you should definitely be careful of this place. There's some unique mobs here, which I'm going to show you. Oh, okay. I'm glad I wasn't in survival mode when we dropped down there. There's some unique mobs I'll show you momentarily, like the Tormentor, which you saw on the creative menu. A lot of these mobs are dangerous in a unique way, so Tormentors have a chance to wither and blind you when they hit you, so that's also another thing we should be wary of. As you can see, this dimension's already pretty spooky, and in this dimension, those undead horses, which you usually don't see in vanilla Minecraft, they spawn in this dimension, but you can actually tame them. So that's a pretty unique trait of this dimension mod itself. And also, Herobrine is in this mod. You should watch out for Herobrine. We find the ore for this red armor here in this dimension, which has stats which are slightly better than diamond. Let's take a look at some of the mobs which spawn in this dimension, and then what we'll do is we'll take a look at the biomes. Because we've already seen this biome here, which is the Wasted Forest, and I'm already pretty creeped out by it. So this is the Tormentor. So it's kind of like a flesh zombie with red skin, with kind of like a crooked neck, which is actually really creepy. It looks like something of a horror movie. And this eerie music with this sun, which kind of looks like it's a blood moon, is not making me feel at ease at all. Wait, let's attack this guy. Boom! Okay, we'll go in survival mode. So, as you can see, when this guy attacks us, he does quite a lot of damage, and he's also withered us. He's applied blindness and nausea, so these guys are pretty dangerous. And there's a few of them that have spawned that I didn't even spawn. And also, these are kind of like nettles, right? So if we walk into these blocks, we take damage just like a berry bush. But I don't want to be in survival any longer than I need to be in this place. Okay, so let's take a look at the dimension biomes inside this Nightmare realm. So instead of the Dreamy Forest, or the Good Dream Plains for an example, we have the Nightmare Hills, which has spawned me in a lava lake. So we're not off to a good start there. This is the Nightmare Hills. This is like a massive open terrain. We have skeleton horses everywhere. So not just zombie horses, which you might have expected when I said undead horses. It's just skeletal horses. We have these giant mushrooms. We have these bare trees and massive open reservoirs of lava. This is kind of like the Loch Ness, but filled with lava. This place is really chilling, to say the least. Then we also have the Shameful Plains. So this is the area which we saw next to the lava lake, where all these skeletal horses are. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to actually tame these guys. To be honest with you, I probably should have looked. If we don't tame them with the bones, I don't know what we tame them with. Oh, snap. They've walked into the fire. They live in a dimension surrounded by flames, yet they're gonna be killed by flames. Well, isn't that unlucky? As you can see, the mod still probably needs some work in terms of the features. It is still quite feature rich, because this mod I think has only been out for a few months. I did see it a long time ago though, but they've added some really cool features. Now, I'm not sure if Herobrine's actually in the game just yet. That might just be a concept at this point, because when we search in Herobrine, you can't actually find him on the search, unless he's just an item which isn't added to the creative menu. But Herobrine doesn't seem to come up with the items, so I think they may need to add him. Not 100% sure, tell me in the comments about that. But this is the Good Night Sleep mod. This may give you nightmares, or this may allow you to have some pretty positive dreams. It kind of depends on a raffle, right? So it's a lucky dip. Whatever place it teleports you to first in the bed when you craft it will determine how the rest of your day is going to go. Are you going to have a bad day, or are you going to have a good day? If you like horror things, I would really recommend this mod. But if you get easily scared, I'd probably duck this one and avoid it, because you're probably not going to have a good night's sleep. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like the video, because I'll be back soon for some more Minecraft mods and mod showcases on the channel. Thanks for watching.